Hi everybody, it's really nice to have you back into my kitchen. I'm wearing my love shirt today because I'm so impressed by all of the wonderful love that's going across these videos and the comments. I think you've started a revolution, Paula, and it's a good one. Today we're going to make some really fun desserts. I like to take a new spin on something that I've had before, and this time I'm using an inspiration of a cocktail, and it's a Pina Colada. And we're going to bring together some really great, wonderful ingredients that just melt in your mouth, and they come together in a scrumptious little fun package. We're making Pina Colada Cupcakes with a pineapple cream cheese frosting. Now let's get going. We have a lot of ingredients, but don't be intimidated by that because a lot of this stuff you're just going to have in your pantry anyway. Okay, let's have some fun. Here we have our ingredients. We have 2 sticks of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, and 1 cup of cake flour. Don't get the self-rising kind. We have 1 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. Right here I have 1 cup of sweetened coconut that I have ground up very nicely and finely in the food processor. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 4 eggs, 1 1/4 cup of coconut milk, 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract, and 1 cup of crushed pineapple drained thoroughly.
For our frosting, we need 3 8-ounce bars of Philadelphia cream cheese, softened, 1 1/2 sticks of unsalted butter, softened, and 2 cups of confectioner's sugar, sifted, and 1 cup of thoroughly drained crushed pineapple.
I have already creamed my butter and my sugar together, and I've done that for about 3 minutes because you really do want it to be super light and fluffy. It almost takes on a whiteness. It gets really white and pale, and then you know that it is totally creamed together. And I brought down the cream and the butter and the sugar on the sides, and make sure it's all down there in the bottom. I'm going to add my eggs one at a time to make sure that they incorporate into the batter. And look at that, 2 of them just went in. Oh well, what can you do? Let's hold this other one back a little bit. Oh, did it right that time. And finally, the next one. To this, we are going to add 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract. Now, I know this seems like a lot, but this is a really decadent cupcake, and the tablespoon is really going to enhance. I'm like Paula, I remember seeing her once on a program and her talking about, I think it was an aunt of hers that made her drink this. That's not nice. Now we are going to add our dry ingredients to this. And what I've done really carefully, I'm going to turn that off real quick. I sift my dry ingredients into a piece of wax paper or a piece of parchment paper, and it creates a great little sleeve for me that will just slide right into here. And we are going to alternate with our coconut milk and our dry ingredients. So I'll start out with the dry ingredients and end with the dry ingredients, and alternating with the coconut milk. I'll be right back. One thing I like to add to my Pina Colada Cupcakes is the coconut that I have finely chopped, and it makes, I think, a huge difference. So I'm going to go ahead and just add that to the mix, and it's finely chopped. You're not going to have the same texture as if you would have for full coconut, but the flavor is definitely there, and I think it makes a huge difference. So we're going to add those in very easily. Don't want to over mix our cakes. Anything like that will result in a lot of holes and tunnels, little tiny tunnels in your cake. So let's stop that. And then finally, the last thing we're going to do is incorporate our pineapple. And the pineapple is, it's so delicious in this, and I think it makes a huge difference. So it has been drained thoroughly. We don't want a lot of that liquid in here. But just go ahead and fold it in gently into your cake batter, and you will have some wonderful little bites when you're biting into your Pina Colada cupcakes. Next thing we're going to do is get these into our muffin tins that I've already lined. A little quick tip that I can give you is to spray cooking spray on your muffin pan before you put your cupcake liners in there, so that if anybody flows over the top, they won't stick to the muffin cupcake tin. You know what, I think I learned that from Paula. Anyway, so let's get those filled up. So I filled my cupcake tins up with these liners. Aren't these the cutest little things? They have amazing amounts of different kinds of liners nowadays, and you can even find some online. And it makes such a really great festive little cupcake, and you should use some of these. They're really fun. So I filled them up, and then I have put my batter in, I would say about 2/3 to 3/4 of the way full. Don't forget we have a tablespoon of baking powder in here, so they're going to poof up. And we are going to put them in a 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. And while we're doing that, we're going to work on our frosting, our cream cheese, yummy pineapple frosting. So our cupcakes are cooking, and we are making our pineapple cream cheese frosting. I have blended together my butter until it's nice and creamy and smooth, about 2 minutes. And now I'm going to add my softened cream cheese. Yummy. Gotta love that stuff. And again, for 2 minutes. So our butter and cream cheese have come together and for another 2 minutes. And now I'm going to add my powdered sugar on extremely low speed using my clever little wax paper sleeve. Helps it drizzle in there and get incorporated and not get all over me. So make sure you use a low speed. And this we incorporate for just a couple of minutes. But before we turn this camera off, we're going to add a pinch of salt. It's very important. Salt adds so many great elements to things, even sweet desserts. So let's get this mixed up. We're going to add the pineapple, and we can frost our cupcakes. Yummy! Our powdered sugar and our butter and our cream cheese went for a total of 5 minutes to make sure that they were really well incorporated and extremely fluffy. Now we're going to add our cup of crushed pineapple. Again, I'm going to emphasize how important it is to make sure it's really drained. And this we're going to fold in gently. Don't want to get rid of that great air that we incorporated in this for that 5 minutes. And it comes together in a really yummy, yummy frosting. That's so great because you don't actually always know that I love when you have frosting or cakes that you don't know something's in there, and you bite into it and it's like, oh, that's a pineapple. So let's get some of these beautiful little cupcakes, which have been cooling, frosted. Now, I am a big frosting girl. I like a lot of frosting. I think it makes a big difference to have a lot of frosting. So I put a very healthy amount. And to finish this up, I have toasted some coconut, and I'm going to sprinkle that on top. Isn't that pretty? Don't you just love it? So I'm gonna go and take my coffee and my cupcakes. Did I say cupcakes? I meant cupcake. One cupcake, right? And enjoy them before I have to go pick up the kids from school. I hope you enjoyed my recipe and that you will try these scrumptious Pina Colada cupcakes with pineapple cream cheese frosting featuring Philadelphia brand cream cheese. Everybody have a really great day. Thanks.